we're taking a quick look at the back of this computer. This is a property tag. This is the school it belongs to. It says this monitor used to be over at Dorr Elementary School. It's a 17-inch liquid crystal display LCD monitor. The company for this one is called, it looks like OptiQuest, and it's a Q17. 17 means 17 inches. And when it says 17 inches, that means you take a tape measure or a ruler and you measure from this corner across to this corner. Okay, that's about 17 inches. Or you could measure this way across. You can see it says that on the front also, Q17, 17 inch. It's got a little Energy Star sticker, which means it uses less electricity than the old ones, which you would hope that was true. It says when it was manufactured, 2007, April 16th, and it's got various information. Notice it says the lamp in this product contains mercury. That's because it's a fluorescent bulb, just like any other fluorescent bulb or CFL, compact fluorescent bulbs. On the back of monitors, and I'm going to lay this monitor down. I'll look in the back here. It's going to have a blue port. The blue port is for the video signal. This is called a VGA cable. Okay, and nowadays I've been seeing D-sub on there. This is our power over here. And then a lot of times, let me see if we can get down there to see, a lot of times there'll even be an audio port. And so you can see there's a green audio port there. So a lot of times speakers will have, a lot of times monitors will have speakers, and I am guessing that's what these little grills are on this side and on this side over here. Okay, so let's put this back on the computer. Gonna tip it back up. And very carefully move it back to its computer without dropping it, of course. We wouldn't have to pay a lot of money to replace the monitor. And then we're going to plug the monitor in. Now monitors, they're really easy to replace. If your monitor stopped working, you wanted to get a new one, you would just basically go out and buy a new monitor. And then the only thing you'd want to check is that the cords that you had that go into your computer in the back, that they would fit into the new monitor you're buying. Because some monitors might not have this blue cable anymore. They might have the new HDMI, high definition media interface cable. And if that was the only cable they had, or if they had the white digital cable, then, and that's all they had, then you wouldn't have a match. Of course, you could take it probably back to the store, but if you were buying used, you wouldn't be able to, would you? Okay, so there is our picture cable, our video cable. It's plugged in. This down here, by the way, where it's plugged in, that's called our video card. And again, if someone wanted to play games really fast, they'd probably buy a new video card. They'd put it into this slot here, and then instead of plugging in here, we'd plug in over here. All right, we need to give power to the monitor, just a standard AC power cord. Okay, and actually when I turn it around, it says that this is capable of moving 10 amps of electricity, 125 volts. Okay, so that's a lot of energy that could be going through that cable. We're going to put that cable straight up in there. This is kind of one of the trickiest things about putting monitors, plugging them in. And let's just move this, lay it down for a second and see if we can do that better. Okay, there we go. Gotta make sure it lines straight up. There, got it. Okay, stand it up very carefully. Ooh. And now we can move around the other side. Turn on the power. You can see there's a little indicator light. It's already on. Turn on the power on the computer. Move the keyboard back in place. And move the mouse back in place. And hopefully everything will start up just right because we had the insides of the computer open. This computer happens to be running Microsoft Windows XP, which was the most popular operating system in the world for a number of years. In fact, nearly 2 out of 3 computers in the world were running Windows XP at one time. A few years ago, that is. Nowadays, there's a number of different operating systems, and of course, Apple computers and most phones run on different operating systems. Okay, so that's the tour of the computer. Hope you learned a lot, and thank you very much for listening.